Wait, not quite Minecraft time. There is one other thing I wanted to look at because I said I'd look at it in the Secret of the Mimic video. Secret of the Mimic speedruns have gone under a minute. A minute, though. A minute in game time. And I wanted to look. I don't know their strat, but it has to have something to do with being able to, like, get right into the building and straight to the ending. No welcome show, not even going over there is my guess. This is any percent, of course. But yeah, this is done by Rifty. World record has, Rifty has record. Secret of the minute.
How am I supposed to get in?
To access the building. Good job. Well done. That data diver is your
yeah, it'll be 2 minutes of pause buffering. I know that already.
Lose it. Over and out.
No, runs aren't going to be a second because you gotta, in order to go back to the van, you have to leave the van. Oh my god, what? How are we starting here? Okay. So there is an on-screen FPS counter. Okay, so let me break it down. As far as I'm aware, this is me guessing and breaking it down. So the very first thing is the game is run on uncapped FPS. There's a tiny FPS counter in the top left corner that shows 600 FPS. I assume that makes the first couple seconds slightly quicker. Maybe you can move quicker off the start of the game, which would save like half a second. Immediately after opening the door, Rifty switches it back to 30 FPS. Probably for a skip. But maybe it's to open the door faster or something? But now that the door's open, we open settings and we apply the 30 FPS. So I'm assuming now this is for a skip. Yeah. Okay, some sort of goofy ass clipping into the van door plus F11ing to maybe skip a trigger? I don't know. Or no, to go back to uncapped. Something like that. Maybe got lifted by the van door to clip out of bounds and then went back to uncapped so that the world loads quicker? And now we're pause buffering. Now we're F11ing to skip a trigger or something. I don't really know. Just to move forwards. And while the building's unloaded, you get into the building and then it reloads to this fire ending. And now Rifty's gonna go back to the trigger that hits an autosave, reload there so that the escape ending loads in. That's the save. Now a reload. And then just run to the van. That's the run. So it's get lifted by the van door somehow to unload the world. Somehow prevent it from reloading until you get inside of the building. By F11 spamming, I guess. And then you load the fire, and then you go and you load the save, and then boom, 50 seconds. Not even close to a minute. Now, oh, then it crashes. Now, mind you, it is 2 minutes when you consider all the pausing to reload and change settings. But, in-game, you spend only 53 seconds. I mean, 2 minutes is still insane. I bet it crashes every single time. I bet. Secret of the Mimic had a big patch. People mentioned in my video, I mentioned it. And they patched a lot. Something that they patched that we used in our run was the levers thing. But they patched the levers thing. However, I don't think they patched the unloading when you fall. They patched lockers, but this wasn't a locker. So you stand here on 30 FPS. As the van door opens, you do some weird ass flick that for some reason unloads the world. All right, here's my theory. You open the van door on super high FPS, and then when you change it down to 30, the door resets because it's confused, and then it opens again, but then you're on top of it, which gives you the lift you need to get the Unreal Engine unload you to falling, and then you F11 to just, I don't fucking know, and then you go into the building.
I'm realizing while editing this that Quantum Lever is definitely used on the van door. That's how it's able to be closed and you clip up above it and then reopen. So this won't work on the new patch, but that doesn't matter. Anybody who wants to run the game can still do so on a down patch version.
But anyway, I'm not even that concerned how it's done. It's done. You might need to down patch now to do it. That's unclear. But Secret of the Mimic is now a quicker speedrun than Security Breach, with the exception of New Game Plus, which I believe is quicker. New Game Plus is faster. Oh my god, and Rifty is second place. Nice. Of course you are. No, New Game Plus is still faster than Security Breach.